Welcome to Health Talk with A Plus Nutrition for Life. I'm Denise Fawcett, Certified Nutritional Counselor and Health Specialist. We've been talking about building your immune system. Last week we started talking about what we wanted to do to build your immune system. Now this is something you want to do all year round, not just in times like this when we have a virus out there. We're dealing with COVID right now. So many of us are more focused on building our immune system than what we were previously. However, whether or not you have a pandemic or something else going on, you want to continue to build your immune system. Last week we talked about staying hydrated, drinking water, how important that is. That's so important for every aspect of your health. Your body is composed of over 70% water. Your brain is over 80% water, so it's very important to make sure you stay hydrated. They've actually linked Alzheimer's to dehydration because your brain dehydrates if it doesn't get enough water. So I can't stress that enough. We talked about eating a more plant-based diets, things like your fruits, your vegetables, your beans, your nuts, your whole grains. Making sure that you keep a healthy gut, that you eat fermented foods, things like sauerkraut, yogurt, things like that. You can include those in your diet. What I like to do when I make my smoothies, I'll throw a little bit of unsweetened yogurt in there as well. You get the extra protein. You get for your gut health as well. Making sure you're getting enough sleep. We've been talking about that for a couple of weeks now. We went over some things that you can do to reset your internal clock so that you're getting that 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night. Lowering your stress levels. And one key to this so that you get a good night's sleep, before you go to bed, write down what you need to do the next day and write it down, put it on a piece of paper, and forget about it. And then you can go to bed, you can get your rest without worrying about what you need to do the next day. We talked about spending time outside, going outside in the morning, taking a little walk, getting that sunshine, getting your vitamin D from the sun. The natural air is very good for you. Washing your hands regularly, making sure that when you go in and out of the house, wash your hands throughout the day. Make sure that you don't touch your nose and your eyes with your hands without them being clean, because that does help to lessen the chance of spreading disease. So today I want to continue on. I want to talk to you a little more about some of the foods that you can eat, vitamins that help build your immune system. I want to talk about the minerals, the herbs, and where you can find those. So we're going to start talking about vitamin A. Vitamin A is important because the beta carotene and the retinol, it helps line your respiratory tract, so it's really important that we get the vitamin A so that our respiratory tract can stay healthy. Foods that you can get vitamin A out of are butternut squash, sweet potatoes. Now you can get real creative with sweet potatoes. Now I'm not talking about the kind that maybe you grew up with, or well, I grew up with, where you had the canned sweet potatoes and they take them out of the can, throw them in a pan, and then add some brown sugar and some marshmallows on top. That's not the kind of sweet potatoes I'm talking about, okay? We're not talking about sweet potatoes that you're going to add a whole lot of sugar or anything like that too. You can take sweet potatoes and you can bake them in the oven. You can do a lot of different things with them. In fact, I'm going to be putting up some recipes here in the next couple of weeks of some different things that you can do with sweet potatoes. One that I like is called a sweet potato apple bake, where you actually take the sweet potatoes, you slice them up, you slice up apples, you alternate them, put them in your pan, bake them, and it's a very tasty side dish, and it can also be used for a dessert, and you get the natural sweetness from the apples and from the sweet potatoes. Kale, spinach, broccoli, those are other things that you can eat that will give you the vitamin A. Red bell peppers. Red bell peppers are good to add into. You can add them to salads. You can add them to your eggs in the morning, cut some up, stick them in your scrambled eggs, and they add that extra nutrients to it. It adds to your vegetables. That way you're getting your servings of vegetables along with it. Throw it in your eggs, throw it in a salad. You can do it pretty much anything that you cook. I also like to take and chop up bell peppers and put them in chicken salad, put them in tuna salad. You can put them in a turkey burger when you put your turkey burger together. So there's a lot of different ways that you can get creative with your vegetables. so that it's not just the same boring vegetable. You can also get vitamin A out of oatmeal, liver, and cod liver oil. I know a lot of people growing up, our parents, our grandparents used to use cod liver oil as a remedy when we were sick. Now I can understand why, because it actually helps to build the immune system. Another vitamin you want to take a look at is vitamin C. Now, vitamin C is very important for a lot of reasons, not only for your immune system, but also for things such as your blood. If you're not getting enough vitamin C, it could cause you to bruise easily. So there's a lot of different reasons you need the vitamin C. Now, you can get those also out of the red peppers, yellow peppers, broccoli, cauliflower, and there again your sweet potatoes. So if you add sweet potatoes to your diet a couple times throughout the week, but of course without all the added sugar, you can actually get a lot of these vitamins. You can get these from strawberries, blueberries. Those are also very high in antioxidants. Your blueberries, that's another very good fruit that you can eat. You can get your vitamin C out of your citrus fruits, your grapefruit, oranges, and such. And vitamin C is very important for immune cell function as well as the respiratory system, and it also helps to heal damaged tissues. So when your tissues do get a little damaged, the vitamin C can help to rebuild those tissues. Vitamin B is also very important. You can get this out of your whole grains, meat, poultry. Now, I do suggest that you try to limit your intake of red meat, if you're going to eat red meat, to maybe once a week or every once in a while. And when you do decide to eat red meat, make sure you're eating a lean red meat. You don't want something like really fatty. Try to stay away from the fried foods such as hamburgers and things like that, where you're going to get a lot of grease. You want to go ahead and stick to more broiled in your preparation as well. You can also get the vitamin C from your citrus fruits, spinach. Bananas is another good source of vitamin B. Another important vitamin is vitamin D. We talk about that a lot. You can get it from the sun, but vitamin D helps to your immune system function, and it's also important for the growth of your bones and your teeth, and to keep your bones and your teeth strong. As we get older, our bones tend to weaken, so it's important to make sure that we are getting that intake of vitamin D. You can get that out of tuna, cod liver oil again, your egg yolks, and also mushrooms. Now, mushrooms are something else that you can add to a lot of different things. You can add it to salads. You can add it to once again, your turkey burgers. You can add it to eggs in the morning. I like to do omelets, and I'll put a lot of different fresh veggies in there. Mushrooms are one of the ones that I'll use. Spinach is another one that you can throw in there. We're going to talk a little bit about vitamin E, a couple more little things real quick before we go. Vitamin E plays a role in immunity. It also boosts the activity of your immune cells. That way it strengthens the body to help fight against bacteria and the invasion of viruses. So very, very important to get your vitamin E. Almonds are very high in vitamin E. Peanut butter is also high in vitamin E. Now there again, when you're looking at your peanut butter, try to get a natural peanut butter. You can also eat peanuts. Try to stay away from like the salted peanuts. Go more with the roasted raw type peanuts as opposed to the heavily salted peanuts. So you do want to stay away from, when you're eating your nuts, stay with the non-salted nuts. Another couple of important minerals we're going to talk about before we leave is selenium and zinc. Selenium, you can get that out of Brazil nuts and sardines. Now, I prefer to get my selenium from the Brazil nuts because I'm really not very crazy about sardines. That was one of the things that when you open up the can, I can't even stand the smell. So I will personally get my selenium from Brazil nuts. Now, selenium is an antioxidant, and what that means is it's like a bodyguard for your cells. So it helps your cells from being attacked in ways that can damage your DNA. So when you do your nut mix, grab some Brazil nuts, throw those in that nut mix with you. The last thing I want to talk about is zinc. Zinc is very, very important in building your immune system. Now, I love getting my zinc because crabs are one of my favorite seafoods to eat. I could eat crabs once a week, twice a week. You'd never hear me complaining. And crabs are very high in zinc. Clams, lobster. Lobster is another one of my favorites. So if you like seafood, hey, you're good on the zinc. Just keep eating that throughout the week. Wheat germ, lima beans, your kidney beans are also high in zinc. Your nuts again, your cashews, your almonds, your peanuts. Also yogurt contains zinc. Flax seeds are something else that contain zinc, that are high in zinc. And these you can actually add, once again, to your cereals. You can add it to your eggs. You can throw some flax seeds in your smoothies when you make them. And that gives you that added nutrients in your smoothie as well. So that smoothie that you make in the morning, and we'll probably go ahead and do a demonstration in the next couple of weeks of making that morning smoothie, adding all that extra stuff to it. If you start off with a base, with like your fruit, your bananas, I like to use almond milk, throw some yogurt in there, throw some flaxseed in there, you get your strawberries and your blueberries. And if you put that smoothie together, you have got a powerful immune building smoothie that you can have for breakfast, and you get your servings of your fruits, your vegetables, all in one quick, easy, tasty meal, or drink, shall we say. Until next week, I want to remind you, go outside, get some sunshine, get some fresh air, make sure you stay hydrated, and get plenty of rest. Until next time, be healthy, stay safe, and God bless. Have a wonderful day.